that I'm a Christian. I've been a Christian since 1998, and I value so much hard work, perseverance, and to me, the most important thing for me next to God is my family. In fact, in terms of hard work, um, I used to be when I was young. I used to be selling ice candies actually in the Philippines just to earn some money for my baon before I go to school. So I have learned at a young age what it is, what it means to be hardworking, what it means to persevere. And again, as I've said, my family is my, inspiration. Here they are. My wife is Mary Ann. I have two children, Angel and Emmanuel. Okay, Joseph, Mary, Angel, and Emmanuel. And we migrated here in Canada. Probably you were asking, oh, these are the blessed families. So, but really, we are blessed by the Lord. We migrated here in Canada back in 2004. During that time, actually, I could honestly say that I have a good job, a good paying job back there in the Philippines. But, a lot of times we do things not for ourselves, but because of our family. We love traveling so much, if you can imagine. And we traveled in several places already. And to me, one of the most important things that I enjoy most when we are traveling is the family time. Okay. Now, even before I joined Jusana, actually, I've been a member of a gym here in Canada, which is Good Life Fitness. I'm a firm believer, actually, that we need to live healthy lives and active lives. Okay. Now, my current work, I am actually working as a full-time in a multinational company here in Canada. And I used to be a sales manager back in the Philippines. I used to be a service sales manager. I used to be a mechanic as well before that. And my experiences at work allowed me actually to travel in several parts of the world, including Saudi Arabia, you have Switzerland, in Japan, and of course in Asia Pacific. So it's been, God has been very, very good to us. He has been using my work and my experiences to provide for our needs. Now, in terms of my thoughts about MLM, to be honest, actually, when it was first introduced to me, my classmates introduced it to me actually, and I believe she was a little bit hesitant because, the fear of rejection is there. And to be honest, I'm not quite positive about it during that time. And when I was in the Philippines, in fact, I was invited to join another multi-level marketing, which is a gold coin. I believe some of us might have experienced that. That was probably about 20 years ago when we were in the Philippines. So as you would imagine, that one did not work out, right? That one did not work out. And I believe one of the reasons is once after we were signed up, nobody followed up with us. Nobody touched base with us. We are by ourselves. So it's really a situation where it will fail. And then when we were in Canada, again, we were introduced to another multi-level marketing. It's a coffee berry. I don't know, some of us may have heard that. It's a company called Sozo, but again, it did not last. And then I was introduced also to another multi-level company, but I did not join because I'm really very negative about it, but which is the Bitcoin, but I did not join in that multi-level marketing. So as you could see, based on my experiences, there is really no way why I would be joining multi-level marketing. But as you would imagine, things have changed, right? But why things have changed, that's something that, I think that you might be asking. I joined multi-level marketing of Usana back in October 12, 2009 as an 19 as an associate. So how many months is that? So barely 5 months, okay? And what has changed really is soon as I joined multi-level marketing, when it was introduced to me by my classmates, what I did was I started listening actually to podcasts in Go Broadcast. You probably have heard about that Go Broadcast. In my car, I use my car actually as a like a library where I learned a lot. Traveling to United States in my car is a podcast, GoPro podcast. I listen to MLA Nations. I listen to the Hub, right? Now, all of these things, imagine 200 to 300 hours of listening since I joined the multi-level marketing. Somehow, I believe it has changed my mindset. It has helped me a lot from being negative to multi-level marketing to being positive. You know, we heard this a lot. It's about personal development. And that's what I like from this venture. It really forces you, it really encourages you to improve on yourself, right? To aspire for more development upon yourself. Okay? So that's what I have been doing for the last couple of months. That has changed my mind. Now, really, to be honest, money is not the main motivating factor for me. That's why I changed my mindset. I will tell you later what actually is inspiring me to do this business. So on October 12th, I joined last year, and we did not work out until after about 1 month after. So our first associate, we signed them up November 20, 2019. Okay, and then just the last day of our PPPS run, we were able to secure the Premier Platinum Pace Setter, of course, with the help of my wife. So just on December 6, 2019. Okay, so, and then we continue to work it out. We continue to do our best, reach out and touch base with people that we know. I tell you, there are lots of rejections that we experience, right? As soon as they heard multi-level marketing, you know it. I'm sure you have experienced it. You know what they say? I don't like that. It's not for me, right? Outright, they are very negative. But then we persevered, and on February 28th, we didn't expect this. We suddenly rank advanced. I think we did not even become an achiever. From being a PPPS, we suddenly became a bronze director. It's not only number 2, number 3, but number 1. We thank the Lord in Canada during that time. So February 28, 2020, we became a top number 1 bronze director in Canada. So what do we look forward? Okay, my wife and I have been discussing this almost every day, every now and then. We look forward to retiring early, right? As you could see, you might say, oh, you're still young. Yes, we're not that old, but we would like to have an early retirement, continue to enjoy traveling. One of the passion that I have is to mission out, being able to give back and help others to succeed. As I have said earlier, money is not the main driving force for me. So what's inspiring me is the opportunity to give back and help others succeed. Okay. Now, when we started this business, I'm sure all of us who have been in the business for a while, this is the first thing that I was told, right? You need to determine what your whys are, okay? What problem do you want to solve? And this why is really, really very important, because this is something that will keep you moving, keep you going. And Thomas Jefferson said, if you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. So true, right? If you want something you've never had, because if you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, guess what will happen? You will have the same results, right? So really, you need to be willing to do something that you've never done before so you could have something you've never had. Now, I'm the type of person that sometimes I would like to remember easily what the things that are important to me. So what I did was I coined the word in my own, personal reflection. I coined the word healthy in order to establish what my whys are. Okay, healthy. Our whys, you know what, should be so strong. Everyone knows this. It should be so strong because in doing this business, we all know that there will be days, right, that our willpower will be weakened by the great challenges that we face on this particular business, right? So that during those times, our why power, why are we doing it? Why do you want to do this business? Will be the fuel that will get us to the next level. So this is very, very important. This is the main thing that will drive us, that will fuel us. Otherwise, all we would do, if we don't have a strong why power, all we will do is to find excuses instead of finding a way. As Jim Rohn said, if you really want to do something, right, you'll find a way. If you don't, what will you find? Excuses. Kumbaga sa Tagalog sa atin, kung may gusto, may paraan. Kung ayaw, may dahilan. Okay? So it's important that our whys are very strong. Okay? Now, I will in the next slides, I will tell you what HEALTHY for me are. Okay? These are my whys. The first one, my health. When I was introduced to this, the first thing that actually encouraged me, they said, is about the things that it will give to your health. So I'm not young, but I'm not so old. So I know for a fact that there will be times that, there's lots of things that you need to do. There's lots of stress out there. So it's important for me. This is the main thing why I joined. This is the primary thing. This is the most important for me, for my health and for my family's health. A lot of times actually people, when they are healthy, right, what do? They take for granted their health. They don't take care of their health. So, but by the time actually that they are sick, what they do is they want to spend all their money in order to be healthy. So why not proactively help your health? So health is not valued till sickness comes, right? So true. Pag may sakit na, ayun, kahit ibebenta yung kalabaw, ibebenta yung jeep, ibebenta kung mga ari-arian para lang gumaling. Okay? But this one, what we are doing, what I am doing is prioritizing, investing on my health. That's my top priority, number one. Okay, far second, which is important for more of us, is the earning potential, right? Earning potential. Imagine part-time and full-time opportunity. Either, like me, I am working full-time and I'm doing it part-time and I'm enjoying it, right? It gives me the possibility of earning potential income. What's happening actually a lot of times, I think for majority of people, even before they earn their money, it's already spent, right? Kasi hindi kasya yung sweldo natin. So it's good that we have some extra potential income so that whatever happens, we have something to help our family further besides our normal income. Now, if you do this full time, if you can afford it, if you think, that's also good. The good thing about this business is, you know, it's a low startup capital, right? Who among us can, you know, potentially build millions of pesos of income by putting 40,000 pesos, for example, in the Philippines in the beginning? It's so hard to earn that kind of income. But in here, it's a low startup capital. The risk is low. All you have to do is to spend time, invest time, and sweat and effort. Okay? And if you do it well, you know what? There are endless possibilities on this business. The good thing about this is the more you earn, the more you learn about this business, the higher your commitment, the more your earning potential. But you know what the problem is? A lot of times, a lot of people, and it's so true, we miss this opportunity because we think it's hard work. Yes, it is hard work, but you know, it is worthwhile. So that's my second reason why I joined this, earning potential. The next one is achieve dreams, right? All of us have dreams. All of us want to achieve something in life. But you know what? In reality, for me, dreams is not just all about I, me, and myself. A lot of times it's all centered on us. If money is the main motivator, I tell you, a lot of people who have become rich, they ended up not being happy because that's all they want to achieve. But in reality, it shouldn't be for me. The good thing about this business is that by helping others achieve their dreams, it will help you achieve yours. Okay? Friends, let us make giving back as part of our dreams. It is very, very important that we just don't think about ourselves. To me, that's part of my dream. That's why at the initial start of my presentation, I said one of the things that I look forward when I retire is to mission out and to give back and to be able to help other people as well. Winston Churchill said, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. It is better to give than to receive. Another thing that I want to achieve, the reason for me working on this is the lifestyle, right? Imagine you working 8 to 10 hours a day for 50 hours. All we do is work and work and work. That's no life, right? In this business, in the business that we're doing, as I observe people doing it, it's actually, especially for when you look at those who have been very successful. In my case, I have to say I have still a long way to go in terms of this business. I started 4 months ago, but I'm happy of the things that has been achieved so far. And I know, right, although I am doing the things already that I love to do, being with my family, traveling, again, this will enhance, this will give me more the opportunity to do the things that I love doing, right? You could work anytime, anywhere, kahit saan ka sa buong mundo. Kahit nasa US ka, kahit nasa Pilipinas ka, as you all know. Perhaps some of us, a lot of us, have their associates from other parts of the world, right? So you could work anytime, anywhere. You could communicate with people. You could sign them up anytime, anywhere, right? So again, if others have done it, this kind of lifestyle, believe me, why can't we? So that's one of the things, that's one of my whys, lifestyle. Again, another one, time freedom, right? Friends, right? Time freedom. Today we invest time and effort to build our business. Kung hindi, otherwise in the future, sasabihin natin, I wish I had started a year ago. How many of the people actually that are you know, in the business, for example, although they may be successful, that sometimes they said, I wish I would have started a long time ago. Otherwise, I could be more successful during this. I don't want to have that regrets by saying, I wish I had started a year ago. And doing this business, as we have said, requires a lot of passion on our part and perseverance. But it will give us the opportunity to spend more time with the people we love. And you know what? For as long as we will live, that we are living, there will be bills. And this is an opportunity for us. This business gives us an opportunity to have that residual income. And nowadays, you know what? Canadian Airlines, for example, Canada Airlines, a lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of people are desperate to earn some money because of the situation. I believe about more than 5,000 people in Air Canada have lost their jobs. And how many more jobs are linked to those jobs, like the caterers, the maintenance? I know in the Philippines, it's no different. It's the same thing, right? That's not the kind of time freedom that you want, right? Although you are not working, but if you're not earning, then it's hard, right? There's no time freedom with that. And of course, one of the whys I have is my home or my family. I mentioned earlier, the most important thing for me next to God is my family. Now, you and I have this wonderful opportunity, a chance to provide them a better future for our family and our children. But when we do this, let me remind each one of us, I know it requires hard work. I know it requires commitment and dedication, but please, let's not just make money our goal and not at the expense of losing things that money cannot buy. Okay, let's all remember that as we pursue this. Remember our home, our family. We do it for them, but not at the expense of our family. And then what remains is the letter Y, okay? From the word healthy of my reason why I joined this. The next one is letter Y. So what remains is you, right? That completes the word healthy. It's you. I take ownership. This is my responsibility. This is my business. No one else. You know, I have mentors. I have people who support me, but I put it in my heart and in my mind that this is my responsibility. I need to take ownership. Yes, you could say you have the support, the tools, best products, and all those things. Mind you, if you do this half-heartedly, you can't succeed, right? Because of the possibility of that this opportunity gives us, everything that has value takes time. It needs discipline, commitment, and determination. Mind you, if you have the right mindset, which I have been learning since I joined this, you will be, and you are willing, you will be unstoppable. Remember that. You will be unstoppable with the right mindset. Maybe it's good actually to practice this word when in our house and, you know, and tell ourselves, Joseph, with the right mindset and willingness, you will be unstoppable. So that completes my why, healthy, okay? It starts with health, earning potential, achieve dreams, the lifestyle that I want, time freedom for my home and my family, and of course, it's me. With God's help, I can and I will. If you have this will, you're already halfway there to your success. Okay. Now, the next question that will be asked from us would be how? How do we do this? So, utang, I'm sure all of us are familiar with this, right? Utang, you must be smiling. I could see that, you know, what's in this utang, right? We hear this word almost every day. It's like the norm. And it almost feels like we can never get away from it. In fact, you know, if this is something that is mishandled, how many people, relationships, marriages have been broken apart because of utang, right? Because of the lack of money. So what I did was, I thought about turning this word from being a negative to being positive, which tells me how I do the business. Okay. I answered the question why I do the business. The next question is how I do the business. Okay. So utang, we hear this all the time. All of us have credit cards, right? Some of us, or most of us, probably have mortgage. We hear about the 5-6, right? It's like the mindset. We have been living in this for so long. Everything we do, we buy groceries, send children to school, it's utang, right? Now, why don't we use this negative word then and turn it into a positive thing, right? Here then is how I do the business from the word utang, okay? Take note. How? Okay, the first one is use the products and tools. How many of us have joined USANA? And I hope there's not a lot of this, right? That you're selling it and yet you're not using it. I think it is very, very important for us that when we sell USANA, when we approach people, we are the first ones who uses this. We know the benefits, right? And when you're using the product yourself, you experience it, it's only then, right? How can you share the product if properly in your heart if you're not using it? I think this is the main thing. This is important, right? You love the product, therefore you use it. And don't be afraid. I am not a nurse. I'm not a doctor myself, right? I'm not in the medical profession. In fact, I'm an engineer by profession. I'm not the expert, but I know the good thing about this is that we have tools, and let the expert speak for and help us. We have the Ask the Scientists, we have the Hubs, we have other associates who could help us, right? And distributors. Find mentors. This is very important for you to help in this business. Okay, so the first one of the word utang is use the products and tools. Okay, the next one, talk to people. Talk to people, right? You can't do this business by hiding and not talking to people. Listen to them, right? And although I say talk to people, when we are in front of the people, I encourage you, let the people talk more, right? I said yes, talk 30%, but listen 70%. It is actually in listening to people that you hear about pain, right? You hear about people have, different kinds of pain. Some people may have lost their jobs. Some people may be sick. Some people may be needing someone to help them. So by talking to people, by asking sincere and nurturing questions, you will be able to discover their pains. This is important. Be really interested and not interesting. Okay, so talk to people. The other one is associate with like-minded people. Okay, associate with like-minded people. These are the people that we could learn from and then be encouraged. Okay, now you can't do this alone, my friends. You cannot do this alone. So we need people like-minded to encourage us. Attend trainings and events and seminars. I've been attending actually events here in Canada for probably several times now, and I enjoy it because I meet people, like-minded people that I could learn from their own experiences. Okay, so associate with like-minded people. Oh, okay. So this is important. Never ever give up, right? Never ever give up. This is not an overnight success. I realized that early and I realize it now, it's not an overnight success. So my friends, when the going gets tough, we heard this a lot, the tough gets going. And the thing is, when we approach people, there are people who will throw negative things at us, right? So we need to be prepared for that. We need to learn from our experiences. Remember, right? Sometimes people, they say no, but maybe it's just a no for now. Keep the relationship, right? And it's very, very important for us to never give up, right? There will be natural challenges that we will face when we do this business. So my friends, just never give up. Just keep on doing the business. It's not 1 year, it's not 2 years. We'll be here for the long haul, okay? So a successful man, he says, is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. So if you want to be successful, learn how to handle criticisms, learn how to handle no, learn how to handle failures, okay? So that's my encouragement to you. Never, ever give up.
Yes.
And of course, right? Never give up. Let's go team. Okay. The second one is, the last one of the word, how I do it, is growth. Continue to learn, before you are not patient. Now with this business, you have to be patient. You have to deal with objections and rejections, right? And I'm sure a lot of us have experienced this, right? Dati kang mahiyain, now you have to go out and talk to people and share, right? You need to go out there. And remember, as we do this business, as we grow, remember, right? It's the development, it's the journey that we get out of this. The most important thing actually is not just reaching our destination, but it's who we become when we arrive there.
Yes, yes.
Right? We need to be a better person. We need to be a person that is, that live well, because when people see us living well, what will happen? It attracts people.
Agree.
Right? It attracts people. So my friends, this is important when we do this business. Okay? So that's it.
Yes.
For the word utang. Okay, from now on, I hope you will remember utang in a positive way, right?
Yes.
So all of us have this, but now you will talk about how do I use, do Usana? You would say utang. Use the products and tools, talk to people, associate with like-minded people, never ever give up, and aspire to grow. Okay?
Yes.
Personal
Thank
growth.
you, Joseph.
Thank you so much, Sir Joseph.
Okay.
I think you still have few more slides.
Yeah, I'll make it fast, okay? So that then we could end. What we offer, salt. Okay, I think this is also important. Okay, salt, sustainable solution, right? We offer a solution, but it has to be sustainable. It's not something that's for 1 month. It's not something that is for 2 months. It's something that is sustainable. The second thing is it has to be affordable. Come on, friends, let's be sensitive when we talk to people, right? Some people can afford this much, some people can afford that much. It's not only what works, it's what's doable, okay? And then of course, loyalty. Let's be supportive. Once we signed up someone, we need to be there to support them. You know what? This loyalty thing, if they become loyal to us and we are loyal to them, it builds repeat business and good referrals. And also it's important, tell them that we are a team. Be a mentor. Assure them they're not alone, but it's a partnership, right? It's a partnership that we have to do.
Yes, yes.
Now, last slide, last 3 slides I have. What we don't do, okay? What we don't do. Debt. This is one of the most things that people are afraid of. Yes, it's morbid because it's negative, and it is morbid because it is far-reaching and long-lasting. When I was doing this business, the people that I approach are negative, sometimes because of their past experiences with people who did multi-level marketing. So I think it's important that we remember this word, that. What do I mean by this? We don't deceive people, okay? Tell them it's not easy money, right? It's not without effort. In fact, it's hard work. but tell them I'm here to help.
Mm.
I saw actually one multi-level marketing person here. He was saying, "Oh, see, I have money. I even did do anything." I think that's not right, right? We don't deceive people. We don't endanger our relationship.
Yes.
It's very important. People will say no, right? Huwag tayo magtampo sa mga taong nagsisay no. Tell them honestly, thank you, and keep the relationship. It's worth keeping. Okay? And then another is don't adopt the ways of the hunter, right? We don't go out there and pray for people and want to devour, but rather let's be like a farmer, right? Consistently sowing seeds and then nurturing them through respectful and gentle follow-ups. We don't take advantage of others. This is very important for me, right? We are a trusted advisor. We may approach people who are sick, emotionally weak, and gullible, but let's not take advantage of them. At least that's what I tell myself, right? And don't hide the truth. We do not have all the solutions, my friends, right? That's the truth. Perhaps what we can offer is not for them. Just speak the truth, move on, and be at peace with that. So let's not do these things, okay? So there you go.
All right.
Right? Healthy, utang, salt, and that.
And
Right? One last slide. Winning habits. Everyone wants to win, right? Who wouldn't want to win? I want to win. I want to be successful in this business. It's in our nature.
Yeah.
Small wins every day. Make it a habit to win. What do I do? What do I mean when I say small wins, right? Small wins means for me is, like, for example, when I wake up in the morning, right? When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is to do some reflection, spend time reading the Bible. To me, that's a win when I do this. When I tell my wife, for example, every day, I love my wife, I love my family, I love my children, I told them. To me, that's a win. So build habits of winning. If you plan to do something, if you want to do something, do it, right? Believe you can win. I think it's important. We need to have that winning habits.
Yes.
And let me, as a final note, let me read this quote from Herb Brooks. He says, "Success is won by those who believe in winning and then prepare for that moment. Many want to win, but how many prepare? We want to win, but we don't want to pay the price. That doesn't work." That is the big difference. A sound value system, for me, what I presented, held water then, hold water today, and will hold water in the future. My friends, if we want to win, we need to prepare, we need to do our part, we need to do our best. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Thank you so
much for giving me this opportunity.
Yes.
I really am happy to be part of this event tonight. God bless everyone. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much for that inspiring talk. Now we have a lot of new meaning about being healthy, having utang, and doing salt, and also with the connotation of death. Surely many people have been inspired with your talk this morning. Thank you so much once again, Sir Joseph. Now let me introduce to you our second speaker, all the way from Canada again. He is one of the Ruby directors. He is also a Premier Platinum Pay Setter. He is an Asia Pacific Growth Qualifier 2018, a Leadership Summit Qualifier 2017, Philippine Top 5 Growth 2017, and his background is a nurse. Let's all welcome Coach Kitz Asuncion.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good morning, Coach.
And so let me share my slides. Desktop open. Wait lang po.
All right, take your time.
All right, we are a total of 477 already. You can still tell your teammates to tune in so that before Coach Kitz starts, they will be able to hear his training this morning.
Ayan, so
All
tingnan ko.
right. We can see it now, Coach.
Okay. Ayan, so marami bang natutunan sa
Yes.
Joseph? Ayan. So, I mean, I really appreciate this guy kasi he's been doing the business for 4 months pa lang. But he has like wisdom talaga na marami tayong pwede mapulot. That's why he took like meaningful time din para i-share yung mga important information or important wisdom na meron siya kasi I want you guys to really appreciate and learn from experienced people din. Alright, and at the same time, yung mga talagang may commitment sa business natin. Alright, so anyways, okay, I'll just gonna share my slides here. Alright, so again, I'm Kitz Asuncion po. I'm a registered nurse by profession. So I'm currently based in Toronto. Ayan, so magkakasama kami dito na Coach Joseph, and we're building the business here. And I'm actually a former nurse. I'm still registered in the Philippines, pero hindi ako registered na dito sa Canada. Okay, so I actually became a nurse when I was like 19. Yeah, 19 years old. So ako na naging nurse. Together with our mentors, Mentor Martin and Mentor Jever. Ayan, so sila yung mga kasama ko before. And up until now, di ba? And building this business. All right, so of course, the reason why I was actually I decided to shift career, 'di ba, from being a nurse to being an RN pa rin naman, 'di ba? So registered sabi nila registered networker. Ayan, so I actually believe that this is a better opportunity for me. Diba, kasi in the Philippines and sabi dito di ba, not all heroes wear capes, but a whole dedicated bunch of them wear scrubs. Diba? So these are nurses, doctors, but sad to say that in the Philippines, nurses are very exploited, diba? Kumbaga, hindi masyado nakikita ng government yung profession as something valuable, especially what's happening right now. Diba? We're actually exploited. Diba? And I actually saw a news like a few days ago, like the government asking for volunteer doctors, nurses, diba? And dito sa like first world countries like US, Canada, the government are actually really investing sa health care system. So sa mga nurses, doctors, so they're hiring people in the medical field. Actually, yung pay sa kanila is more than the average pay na nakuha ng mga tao dito sa Canada, 'di ba? And nakalungkot na in the Philippines is the sad story is yun nga, very exploited yung mga nurses. So nakakalungkot lang na nakakarinig tayo ng magandang news. Alright, and because of that, during that time, actually that was 2011 nung na-introduce ako sa Usana, 'di ba? And during that time, maraming volunteers ganyan sa mga hospitals, we're just being paid $200 or 8,000 pesos, 'di ba? So nakakalungkot 'yon. That's why I decided to shift career. And then that's when I actually met Usana, 'di ba? So it was introduced to me August of 2011 by my classmates in Masters in Nursing. And so sila Mentor Jever, sila na-introduce sa akin sa Usana. And I'm actually very thankful sa kanila kasi, like sa batch namin during that time, isa ako sa mga, naisipan nila na pag-share ng opportunity, although isa ako sa mga pasaway. Diba? So I'm actually the person who don't really take things don't take things seriously. So I'm a happy-go-lucky person. Diba? So if you're gonna ask me, ako ba yung tao na when introduced to you sana, seryoso ba agad? Hindi. So that's not me. Actually, isa ako sa mga pasaway. Ayan. So that's why thankful pa rin ako sa mga mentors ko kasi pinagtiyagaan nila ako. Ayan. So that's why for all of you guys, be thankful for all your mentors in the business kung pinagtiyagaan ka nila ngayon kasi sooner or later, you will harvest, diba? Yung fruit, 'di ba, kung ano ginagawa niya effort right now. Okay. So, I'm also thankful for Team Next Gen. Ayan, so ako yung nasa harap na kalbo. Ayan, hanggang ngayon kalbo pa rin. Okay, so led by our mentor Nathaniel and John Sunyo, 'di ba? And all of our mentors and Diamond Directors, Emerald, Ruby Directors, ayan, dyan sa Philippines. So I'm very thankful for them kasi they're there ever since I started Usana. Diba? So, of course, when we started Usana, hindi siya madali. So, it's maraming like late nights, puyatan, like yung mga tawag dito, kami lagi magkakasama. Ayan, so makita niyo sa upper right, actually sa lower right, ayan, si Mentor Martin, ayan, di ba? Ang ating poging-poging Mentor Martin. Okay, and then ang ating Mentor Jever, they're there. Ayan, so maraming sacrifices, maraming late nights, alam mo yun, trainings, although when we actually started Usana, we don't really have the money to, alam mo yun, to, feeling namin na wala kaming pera to sustain it, but meron lang kaming, alam mo yun, like lakas na loob and willingness to learn and willingness to do whatever it takes to really do the business. That's why I will take the chance then to thank our mentor, and si Mentor Don Salin, kasi siya yung actually kumupok talaga sa amin ever since. So when we don't have, alam mo yun, money for food, so siya yung naglilibre sa amin, di ba? For food, although, alam mo yun, thankful ako sa kanya. Although you don't have to ask that to your mentors. Diba? But thankful ako sa life niya, di ba? Kasi marami siyang sacrifices to really help us grow, di ba, in this business. Ayan. So thank you so much, Mentor Don. Ayan. So, alright. So when it comes to sacrifices, di ba, discipline and sacrifices, I would like to share to you that nung time kasi when we started Usana, we're just focused on the daily activities, di ba? And not really on the money. So I know for sure that it will come eventually, di ba? As a result of compounding effect nung everyday activity na ginagawa natin for the business, di ba? So it doesn't really matter if you're ready or not in doing this business. So just all you have to do is to just do the basic 5 skills that we're actually teaching you, di ba? So, alam natin yung 5 fingers. So, alam mo yung prospecting, inviting, presentation, doing closing and follow-up. So, ito yung paulit-ulit lang namin na ginawa actually ever since, di ba? So, and in being disciplined, so we're talking about discipline here. Di ba? Kasi kami, when we started Usana, we were young, marami kaming mga, of course, rejections up until now naman, objections and discouragement. And marami kaming like extracurricular activities na hindi naman talaga nakatulong towards our goal, di ba? Then, we actually realized to start discipline ourselves, di ba? So, sabi nga dito, when we actually start to discipline ourselves, di ba? So, we have to sacrifice temporary comfort, di ba? So, I actually remember when we started, me and my mentors, like Mentor Jever, Mentor Martin, we actually lived in like in one house, diba? Just for us to protect ourselves from from discouragement sa mga parents namin. Kasi all of our parents are discouraging us to really pursue Usana, diba? But kami nakita ng opportunity, that's why we stick together and we lived in one house, diba? Just to protect proactively protect ourselves from negative people, which is in that case our parents, diba? So ayan, so ito yung mga sacrifices ginawa namin. So from Baguio, we're actually traveling every I think right now we have Monday trainings in the Philippines, pero when we started, every time na may training sa Makati, actually nagbabiyahe pa kami from Baguio, so we're traveling 8 hours pa. And then we're spending, alam mo yan, money for our accommodation, for food, ganyan. So I think you're very blessed right now kasi what you're spending really lang in doing trainings is just the learning fee, di ba, na binabayaran nyo in order for you to learn. And one good thing in doing this business right now is we're actually learning for free, di ba? So during that time when we started Usana, we're actually paying a lot of money aside from our auto order to just go in Manila and learn Usana, di ba? So yun yung mga sacrifices na ginawa namin before. Nag-rent pa kami ng van, nag-rent pa kami ng accommodation, nag-rent pa kami ng like yung mga yung kumakain pa kami, di ba? And nagbabayad pa kami ng learning fees, right? So I think we're very blessed right now kasi our mentors of Next Gen is actually taking care of most of the expenses. So all you have to do is to really, alam mo yan, just learn the business, di ba? So always be willing to learn lang, 'di ba? And then, ayan, so, I don't know if you can see me. Ako yung kalbo nasa parang medyo left side na naka-white. Diba? So, yeah, nakafocus lang ako dati ng ano lang. I'm just focused on learning. Kung ano man sinasabi ng mga mentors ko, I just follow it. Sabi nila, mag-attend daw na ganitong training or ganitong events. I just go there and attend events without any questions. Diba? So, kumbaga ako, if you're gonna ask me, hindi naman ako ganun kagaling sa school. So, I'm just an average person. Pero when I actually joined Usana, I started to really just follow and be a good follower. So kung ano man sinasabi ng mentors ko, alam ko na pwedeng makatulong yun sa akin. That's why, kung ano man sabihin nila na puntahan ko na trainings, I always go there sa mga training. So yun yung parang dinedicate ko na discipline for myself. So I started Usana young at a very, like 20 years old. Diba? So sabi ko nga, I sacrificed a lot of yung mga parties, mga ganyan. But everything na na-sacrifice before, I'm very thankful ngayon kasi talagang na-harvest namin yung fruit, especially with this kind of situation. Diba? We're able to stay at home. So me and my wife were actually full-time parents. Even though maraming opportunities in Canada. Diba? So we were thankful we were thankful na nag-decide kami early on to really do Usana and sacrifice things. Kaya yun yung talagang na-harvest namin, okay, right now. Alright, so, ayan, so sabi din ng mga mentors, magpa-picture daw, gayahin daw yung mga mentors. Ayan, so this is actually a photo. I mean, Usana before is, when we started Usana, there's no really rocket science, walang something magical, everything's so basic. So sabi lang sa amin, in order for you to get a nice car, have a photo then with just like your mentor. So that time, we're really fascinated sa kotse ni mentor Nat, which is yung Escalade. So what I did is actually, when I attended an event sa Manila, I actually took a photo then sa Escalade ni mentor Nat, di ba? So sabi nila kasi, pag nagpa-picture ka daw sa kotse niya, yayaman ka daw. So that's actually what I just believed in kasi we're very gullible, we're young, we're gullible, di ba? And sabi ko nga, everything is just basic before na, even until now naman, basic naman lahat, di ba? So, before wala talagang rocket science, walang something magical for us doing Usana. So everything is just ano tinuturo lang sa amin, ginagawa lang namin. Diba? So, and then, yun, so that's actually the discipline, the sacrifice that I did in doing the business. And for sure, sabi ko nga, this discipline and sacrifices will have a result in the future. Although during that time, hindi ko naman alam na kung ano yung talagang pwede mangyari sa akin sa Usana kasi to be honest, Usana is just pastime for me that time. So I didn't really take the business seriously. Diba? But whatever they're teaching, during that time sa amin, ng mga new associates, I just follow it knowing na somehow maybe this could be a career for us. Diba? So hoping na Usana can really help us. Diba? But then we didn't realize na whatever we're doing before pala, yung mga simple actions, yung mga simple steps na ginagawa namin yung before, yung pagpapicture sa kotse ni mentor Nat, pag-attend ng events, pag-guest coach, pag-attend ng mga trainings, although, alam mo yun, mas pinaprioritize na namin yung pangbayad sa training kaysa sa sariling food. Diba? Yan. But we're young, so we're, sabi nga, diba, young, wild, and free. Diba? So, yun, diba? So, kumbaga yun yung mga sacrifice and discipline na ginawa namin before, and everything paid off. Diba? So, before, nagkikita-kita lang kami sa, alam mo yun, like sa Starbucks or like sa food court, alam mo yan, tapos, naalala ko pa when we actually started Usana, we don't have an office in Baguio, diba? And I remembered my task that time is to really guard yung guard kasi sinasaway na nila kami to really, alam mo yan, get out of the tables. Yan kasi we don't really have the space to really do Usana. So ako yung nag-guard sa mga guards ng SM, diba? So yung mga sacrifice and everything paid off, and after a while, after a few years, we get to enjoy yung fruit ng business. So we're now doing meetings na sa cruise. Ayan, so we're actually with some of our mentors, sila Mentor Sariel, ayan, sila Doc Leo, ayan, so sila mentor, sila coach, Nate, diba? So, ayan, magkakasama kami na nasa cruise, diba? So I actually was able to travel then with my mentors. Ayan, so of course, New York, ganyan. So, hindi na kami sa Session Road lang nagmi-meeting. Diba? So, I was able to, went to a cruise with my wife and was able to go like China, Japan, you know, and then after that, of course, I was very privileged in Canada, diba, right now. But yun, aside from that, we're actually traveling other countries pa, diba? And most of it is actually paid for by our Yusano business. So everything is paid for, every sacrifices. So sabi ko nga, at first, diba, focus on the daily activities and not money. So money will eventually come because of your, I mean, it's a compounding effect of what you're doing right now. Yun yung importante. Diba? Even though you're not any result pa as of the moment, your activities, your daily activities will have result in the future. Trust me, hindi ako matalino, hindi ako magaling, hindi ako I'm just an average person, but we were able to alam mo yan, to get din yung ano din naman ako ng mga mentors natin. So by just being disciplined and focus on our daily activities. Again, it will eventually come. Diba? So, sabi dito, diba, it's just a numbers game. So, kung ano yung gagawin mo ngayon, kung gaano kadami in-invite mo, kinausap mo ngayon, sooner or later, you will harvest that. Diba? So, don't stop sharing nyo sana to people. Diba? Kasi you might never know who will be the right leader for you. Diba? So, I remembered, sabi sa akin ni mentor Martin, talagang dinidikdik niya sa akin, sabi niya sa akin, alam mo ba, Kitz, hindi ka naman talaga namin nakikita ng potential to do this business, to really grow in this business. Ayan, sabi niya sa akin. So, but, yun, dahil, of course, nakita rin nila yung dedication, so hindi naman sila nag-give up, diba, sa akin. And, yun, sabi ko nga kung ano yung daily activities na ginawa ko, nag-focus lang talaga ako in really growing myself, being a better me every single day. I always remember na sinasabi nila 1%, diba, improvement a day is 360 plus percent change in a year, diba? So doon lang ako nakafocus and iniisip ko lang kung ano yung pwede ko pang mag-grow today, diba? So today, ano kayong pwede ko i-grow for myself? So yun yung lagi ko lang iniisip before, diba? So, and then we came to Canada, diba? But life is not easy in Canada as we all know, diba? So most people here are actually, alam mo yun, nandito sila not by choice but because they have to make a sacrifice. Kasi may mga family members nila that needs to go to school, that needs to be funded when it comes to their educational, alam mo yan, sa educational aspect, right? So for me, before I actually came to to Canada, my business in the Philippines is already thriving. So that's why I actually told my mom na sabi ko, ma, baka hindi na ako sumama. Because Indonesia is opening and I'm planning to stay in Indonesia for a while just to build my business in Indonesia. Diba? Grabe sa siya. Diba? So dati nasa Baguio lang yan, nagbi-business sa Indonesia. So I actually decided not to come or not to go with them sa Canada. But of course, it's also my goal for my parents to do Yusana. So that's why they actually bargained with me. Sabi nila, if you will come, then we will do Yusana. So I actually went to Canada and then bigay yung request nila and then finally they did Yusana because I also want them to experience life, not just work home na actually most of the people in Canada are being like parang prison na di ba? So mag-uwi sila, magpapahinga, gigising sila para punta ng trabaho. I don't know if you realize that or most of you still want to go to like other countries just for you to work, di ba? So but if you're able to talk to a lot of people from abroad, lagi nilang sinasabi na if you go abroad, you're not gonna have a life, diba? Kasi nga all you have to do is to work, bahay, ganyan. So there's some people who are actually privileged to have a better job, a good paying job, for them to have a nice life, diba? And still have the time with their family, like sila Coach Joseph, right? So even before Yusana, they're okay. Right? But of course, sino ba naman ang magstay lang sa okay lang, 'di ba? When life can give you a better, 'di ba? Better state, 'di ba? Life can give you a better status, 'di ba? So I mean, yun, so yung mga what do you call this? Yun yung mga realizations ko when I came to Canada, 'di ba? Kasi isa pa sa pinakamahirap before is naiwan ko actually yung wife, si Nika, girlfriend ko siya that time. So, naiwan ko siya sa Philippines. So, I don't know kung anong mangyayari na sa amin, ganun. So, parang, alam mo, it's really a hard decision for me to come to Canada, diba? Especially if you already built a business. So, but sabi nga nila, whatever happens, all you have to do is to really, alam mo yun, embrace, diba? So, sabi dito, the world is rapidly changing. So, either you complain and play like a victim or shape your lifestyle with a changing situation. Be in control. So, be in control din nasa baba. Right? So, always, alam mo yun, parang, especially right now, diba? So, how we can adjust, how we can, alam mo yun, build or shape our business in a way na hindi siya masyadong maapektuhan ng current recession or what's really happening outside. Diba? So, alam mo yan, parang pwede tayo mag-play as a victim or we can be actually part of the solution. So, there's only two types of person, diba? So, one is always, who is always a victim and one who is actually a hero that actually provides solution for people. Diba? So, I personally chose to be in control of my life. That's why when I came to Canada, although that's not a very, alam mo yun, that's not a smart decision for me during that time, diba? I mean, knowing na when I go here, I will not have any mentors with me. There's no active trainings in the office. Actually, if you go to Toronto office, it's very boring. You're not gonna see much of associates kasi yung office dito is just a pick-up office lang. Unlike in the Philippines na you will really be motivated when you go to the office. So dito talagang very boring. And people here have options. So I have all the excuses not to really pursue you sana or not to continue sana, but I chose the other way because I saw that sabi na hindi tayo mag-a-adjust, 'di ba? So kung di mataas yung ating sinasabi na adversity quotient, 'di ba? So kumbaga, we'll just be left there hanging, not knowing what to do. So I actually saw this post yan sa Facebook. Yan. So sabi dito, yan, ngayon lang ako natakot, napaiyak. This is actually a message or a statement coming from a doctor, 'di ba, in the Philippines. So sabi na naiyak daw siya kasi hindi pa daw siya ready na mamatay. 'Di ba? Although before this situation, this COVID-19 situation, for sure, alam mo yan, very confident na siya na they will retire with a good life. Alam mo yan, yung mga kids nila, bibigyan nila ng better future. Pero ngayon, bigla na lang siya natakot. 'Di ba? Kasi nga, mahirap yung kalaban natin yan. Hindi natin nakikita. And it's really rapidly spreading. Right? So, either we focus on that problem or right now, we think of a solution na pwedeng maging thankful yung future self natin. 'Di ba? So, I just chose to be part of the solution. Diba? For all of you guys who are actually doing Usana right now, don't focus much on don't put yourself in a situation where all you're doing, the whole day na wala kang ginagawa, all you're doing is nakafocus ka lang sa negative news or news about COVID-19. It's very good that you inform yourself about the COVID-19. So what I suggest is that just be informed about the current the current updates lang, yung mga actual numbers from factual sources, diba, or from credible sources. And then once you know the numbers or you know the facts, then focus na on being productive, diba? Kasi that's how you can be part of the solution. Kaysa alam mo yan, you always tend to just nakafocus ka lang dun sa puro negative, and you'll not be productive at all, diba? So this is the reason why I actually pursued, diba, Usana, because I saw the reality in Canada. I saw people, Filipinos, their initial option is to work from Tim Hortons, McDonald's, factories. There's nothing wrong about that, but I think we are made to do more, diba? So meron tayong pwedeng maging contribution in the society where we can help more people, diba? So I'm not saying na this is a low job or something. No, this is a good job, but I think for me we can do more, diba? So I also became a paramedic in Canada and then also worked for a very well-known telecommunications company. But I think, diba, I also experienced working in Canada, and I feel that it's really hard. It's really not for me. Diba? So that's why I actually alam mo yun, look for people who are actually doing sana. So I just became aware of what's really happening, diba, sa paligid ko. Okay, so I saw that I mean, yung sana Canada is thriving, so why not the Filipino community in Canada? So, right? So what I did is actually started to share and became more aware of what's really happening. Kasi sabi nga, being aware, diba, is actually what do you call this? You'll be knowledgeable, diba? Or you'll know the facts of what's really happening, diba? So being aware means that, you know, it's actually a reason why you need to hit ranks and go to travel incentive, hit travel incentives, attending different events, right? Or I mean, going to conventions, because this will make you aware that you're not building this business alone, diba? So you'll see that everyone has the same struggles, diba? But the victorious one will come out, diba, as yung tao na iba yung mindset, diba? From the mass, diba? So kumbaga iba yung mindset niya compared from most of the people, right? So I just chose to alright. So I just chose to expose myself, diba? Be aware of different people are doing yung sana. So these people are actually from Malaysia, Thailand, or actually like doctors who are doing yung sana, diba, in those countries. So I just saw that kahit pala doctors in different countries, they're also doing yung sana. That's why I'm not afraid to alam mo yan, to also introduce this business to other people, especially doctors, professionals, ganyan. Diba? So ayan, so I was able to meet then our founder, diba? So and yon, attending events before, I'm actually one of the people who is just clapping, diba? But I saw that it's a good opportunity for me then na ako naman yung palakpakan, diba? So again, the survivor or the victorious one will be is the person who have the great mindset or who have a good mindset, diba? Sabi nga. All right. So ayan, sabi dito, di ba, si Chinky Tan. So, anong nabago sa financial mindset mo dahil sa pandemic na to? So, did you ask yourself, di ba, this question, ano bang nagbago sa financial mindset mo because of this pandemic situation, di ba? So, sabi nga, sa panahon ngayon, di ba, na puno ng uncertainty and, di ba, napakahalaga na magkaroon ng additional source, di ba? Para you have in control whatever happens, right? So, and again, one thing that I'm doing one reason why I'm doing sana is because want to contribute, diba? So recently we just came from Mexico and we actually did a service trip there, diba? So we were able to help yung mga less fortunate kids. Ayan, so this is also one of my goals, and also to do the business with the team, diba? So sabi nga nila, if you're actually signed in right now to this training, make sure that your teammate is also signed in, diba? So kumbaga sa isang family, hindi pwede na ikaw lang yung busog with the knowledge, diba? So make sure na all of your associates are also informed para sila din busog sila. So para kang parent na, alam mo, ikaw lang yung kumakain and then yung baby mo, hayaan mo sila na magutom, diba? So make sure na every event like this or every trainings na meron ang next gen, make sure na you also advise your team to attend those kind of events kasi that will make their alam mo yan, business grow, diba? So this is my why right now. Of course, my baby and my wife, diba? So I actually found better, diba? Why, diba? So my kumbaga before I'm just, you know, selfish, diba? So wala tayong ibang goal kundi to just buy material things, ganyan. So right now, my goal is to be a better dad, diba? So a better husband to my daughter and my wife, diba? So that's my dream goal. That's my dream position. Diba? So gusto ko most of my time will be spent, diba, for them, diba? And I think this is the best opportunity that I have, diba, for me to have that to achieve that goal, diba? So kumbaga gusto ko maging better dad, but a better dad or better husband na meron din contribution sa society. So not only thinking of my own family but also the society, diba? So kung ano yung pwede mo contribute to your relatives, to your family and friends, para sila din, magkaroon din sila ng life na meron ka right now. Alright, so, Yan. So I'll just share to you the 8 recipes in creating aligned growth. So I'll just share this quick. Okay? Kasi this is really my topic, but I think we already learned a lot. But this is a basic element, 8 basic recipe, di ba, that we follow here in Canada in creating aligned growth. All right. So the first one is of course, get clear on what you really want. Di ba? So mag-set ka ng goal, either personal development, dollar income ba yan, travel, or freedom. But you have to be clear on what you really want. Diba? So, kunwari ngayon, we have this kind of situation, diba? So, do you really want to help other people? Do you want to help your family? Do you want to be the source of information where, alam mo yun, we can share those information to people para mag-benefit sila health-wise? Diba? So, alamin mo talaga kung anong gusto mo. Kasi ako, when I actually started Usana and as I attend events, naging clearer yung gusto ko talaga mangyari sa buhay ko. And right now, sabi ko nga, ang gusto ko is maging better dad and better husband. Diba? So, gusto mo ba, diba, my question for you is, gusto mo ba sa next recession, you'll be in the same situation where, alam mo, hindi mo alam kung saan ka kukuha ng pagkain or pangbayad ng tuition ng anak mo, or alam mo yun, pangbayad ng healthcare mo, diba? So, in the next recession. So, I mean, decide today, diba, para in the future, if in case man, kasi pwedeng mangyari, we already witnessed it na pwede siyang mangyari ulit, diba? So, in the future na, just in case, wag naman sana, pero kung mangyari siya ulit, at least we have a better option na. Diba? So, see it, diba? See it. Kailangan gumawa ka ng vision board mo. Importante yun. When we started Usana, we have a vision board and we're just hanging on dun sa vision board na yon, diba? Hoping that it will come, diba? Come true in the future. Diba? So, and of course, every time na ako, I tell you, every now and then gumagawa pa rin ako mga vision board. And every time na nasa kotse ako and imagining it, yung vision board ko ay, alam mo yun, lagi yung excited. That's why yun yung nagpupush sa akin to really meet my associates, meet new people, introduce to other people. So, I mean, yun yung nagpapa-excite sa akin. Right? So, yung goal ko. So, have a goal, write it, see it, visualize it, diba? Feel it, diba? I mean, yung, kumbaga, i-feel mo siya na you're gonna have that kind of result na, right? And then second thing is ask God. Diba? So ask God. So sabi nga, diba, sa Matthew 7:7, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find, and knock and the door will be open to you. But if you don't ask God, then how you can get it, diba? So kasi ako, I believe na all great things are actually coming from God, diba? So kumbaga, if you're praying for a breakthrough in life, diba, ask it first, diba? Pray for it. If you're praying for a rank advancement, ask for it, diba? So pray for it, diba? You should ask him, diba? So para guided yung actions mo, right? So believe it though. So when you ask God about a certain goal, diba? Believe that he will give it to you kasi our God is a provider, right? So hang on to that to that belief, diba? And for sure, alam mo yan, time will come that he will give it to you, but make sure na you're still in Usana, diba? Pag binigyan niya sa iyo, kasi diba, this is an opportunity that he actually gave us to really, alam mo yan, have a better life, diba? So yun, so and act as if, diba? So act as if meron ka na nun, but alam mo yan, act as if you already achieved it, diba? But not in terms of money, diba? So don't, sabi nga, be a gold but don't spend like a gold, diba? So make purchases, diba? So if you think of it, make purchases that will improve your lifestyle and not your status, diba? So again, make purchases that will improve your lifestyle and not your status, diba? So parang sabi nga is status is the life of other people believe you live, diba? Lifestyle is the life that you actually live, diba? So build a lifestyle, and that's so free time is the ultimate status. Free time is the ultimate status, and whatever position you are right now, diba? The ultimate kumbaga, symbol of status is having financial freedom and time freedom, diba? So yun. Step 3, work toward your goal. So work hard, diba? Work hard. So not just work hard, but work smart. So we always hear this, but I'll tell you 10 productive things na pwede mong gawin right now in order for you to work on your goal, diba? So number 1 is consume knowledge over entertainment. So consume knowledge over entertainment. All right. So consume knowledge over entertainment, 'di ba? So second is limit time spent on social media, 'di ba? Kung hindi ka naman nagpo-prospect. But if you're doing prospecting, it's okay. But don't make it as an excuse, 'di ba? Na all you're doing na lang is being in social media and wala ka naman actually na-invite, right? So plan your day the night before. So plan your day the night before. So write down your goal for the whole day. And then, of course, plan it the night before para alam mo kung anong gagawin mo the following day. Di ba? So, especially right now, most of us are locked down or in isolation or quarantine. Di ba? So, make sure na, alam mo yung pagkagising mo, alam mo na agad yung gagawin mo. Kami, ako, I already plot in my schedule yung 6 a.m. habit. So before the lockdown, we actually have a 6 a.m. habit with mentor Joseph Cachola. So we meet every now and then every 6 a.m. to really learn niya sana kasi he's working full time pa din. So the only time that we actually spend in learning niya sana is from 6 to 8 p.m. So we actually allocate that time to really learn the business. So it's just using your time wisely, 'di ba? So use your time wisely. Get important tasks done first. So it's all about prioritization, 'di ba? So rest and sleep and exercise, of course, 'di ba? So but don't sleep too much, diba? So be productive pa rin. Yeah. So cut your to-do list in half, 'di ba? So alam mo yan, yung i-focus mo na kung ano yung importante and then tawag dito, mag-focus ka lang tapusin mo yan and then do other productive stuff for your sana business afterwards. 'Di ba? So break down big tasks, 'di ba? So break down big tasks mo, if you can complete it in few days, better. Right? So this is something na pwede makatulong sa iyo to work towards your goal, 'di ba? Prioritization, alam mo yung planning your day ahead, focusing on the yung 80-20 principle, 'di ba? So I don't know if you know that, 'di ba? So focusing on the 20%, 'di ba, of the job that will create 80% of the result instead of focusing 80% on something that will produce 20% of the result, 'di ba? So, yan. Show up. So show up on events, show up in training, show up on like in this kind of training, like mga Zoom trainings, right? So it's always better for you to show up, not because your coach tell you to do it, but of course it's your responsibility as a business owner. Right? So trust the process. So don't take shortcuts, right? So don't take shortcuts, trust the process. Right? So don't be the person who just wants the outcome and not the process. Yeah, so sabi nga, success it isn't what it seems, 'di ba? Kasi a lot of people just see the outcome but not see kung ano man yung hard work na pinagdadaan mo, like yung long hours mo, yung risking your last dollar, 'di ba? And sleepless nights, your rejections, discouragement, so the time that you're down, all right? So people don't see that. So the good thing with this business, it actually taught me to enjoy the process. So my tip for you is to just trust and enjoy the process. So whatever you're experiencing right now, that's part of the process. So if you're rejected, that's part of the process. If you're having hardships in your business, that's part of the process, di ba? If you're transferring to a new area na wala ka masyadong kakilala, wala masyadong nag-use sana, convert it as an opportunity. Trust the process, right? So, yan, be flexible, right? Be flexible. All right? So, number 5 is receive and acknowledge what you get. Receive and acknowledge what you get, di ba? Again, this is a very important thing for me kasi alam mo yun, if you have one associate, appreciate that person. Diba? So appreciate and acknowledge that person. If you achieve sharer rank or believer rank or like low rank, like lower ranks, diba? So achieve, receive and acknowledge yung kung ano man yan nakuha mo. Kasi how can God give you better results if you don't appreciate what you have right now? Even yung mamaliit na bagay, right? So let's say for example, you have one associate and you take that associate for granted, then how can God entrust you with another associate, 'di ba? If you don't acknowledge what you received from him, 'di ba? Or kung ano man yung meron ka. Right? So celebrate, 'di ba? Celebrate that you received minimum rank. So here in Canada, we love to celebrate small ranks, 'di ba? So we post like minimum ranks, like recognitions, like builders, believers, achievers. So every achievement of our associate, we actually celebrate it and acknowledge them sa effort kasi it's not really it's not really easy to achieve that goal, even minimum rank lang, di ba? So keep your vibration high. And so I'm down on my last few slides. I'm finishing soon. Diba? So keep your vibration high. Always be excited. Diba? So always be excited for for everyday doing nyo sana, sharing nyo sana products. Always be excited. Kasi sabi ko nga, diba, dati baliw na kami makita lang yung kotse ni Mentor Nat or makita lang si Mentor Nat or makita lang namin yung mga mentors na sa picture lang namin nakikita. Diba? So super excited na kami. And then when we go back home sa Baguio, super excited na kami na nag-share nung experience namin sa mga tao. That's why, gusto rin nila ma-experience yung ganong excitement din in the business. So, it doesn't mean na you have to be very knowledgeable in order for you to be successful in the business, but definitely you have to be excited every time. Right? So, prioritize feeling good even though you're experiencing down moments. Diba? So, choose kung ano man yung ako, every time na, puyat na ako kasi we just recently had a baby, 1 month old na siya right now. So kahit na puyat, pagod, every time na nakita ko siya nang nakasmile, na na-relieve lahat ng pagod, di ba? And mas gusto ko maging full-time dad, di ba? Every time na na-experience ko yun. So kumbaga sa lahat ng bad experiences, sa lahat ng pagod, sa lahat ng puyat, I just look in that one smile that makes me better na agad, diba? So always prioritize feeling good. So clear your resistance. Always follow your coaches. Clear your resistance, diba? So yes, coach, kasi they will really help you be in the position that you're designed, diba? Yan. So strong for your future, diba? So last 2 slides. So the future belongs to those who believe, diba, in the beauty of their dreams, diba? So I also believe in that. That's actually by Eleanor Roosevelt, diba? So kumbaga, there's no really, again, ulitin ko lang, there's no magic, there's no secret, diba? It's pure hard work, diba? It's actually being excited for what the future holds for you. So kung ano may pagdadaanan natin ngayon, this will just be a situation where, dito ka matututo at na ma-appreciate mo yung mga small things, but everything will be, tatawanan mo na lang to, it will be just a meme, in the future. Diba? Yung ganyan, meme na lang to in the future. So, for now, hang in there, be strong, always pray, level up, diba? And repeat the process. That's it. Diba? Simple steps.
Wow.
So, yun. So, ulitin ko lang. Okay. So, be clear on your goals. Ask God, work towards your goal, trust the process, receive and acknowledge what you get, keep your vibration high, clear your resistance, and level up, and repeat the process. That's it. Diba? So if you don't know what to do, just review these 8 steps and the 5 fingers, and you'll be on track again. Diba? So you'll be back on track again. So that's it for now. I hope I actually add something valuable or I add some value sa business ninyo dyan sa Philippines. But if you have any more questions or
Yes. Thank you so much, Coach Kitz. I really learned a lot, especially dun sa attitude talaga natin during this season of crisis. So surely yung 8 steps na binigay mo, the important thing is to keep on repeating it. Because sometimes, diba, nane-neglect yung purpose of doing it. And then when there's no result, we tend to stop or to quit. Right? So surely everybody in this chat group, as of this moment, we have around 400 plus attendees who have learned your 8 steps, okay, to become better every day. All right. Thank you so much once again. And for this week, I just want to announce the activities that we will be having. So for today, we have Coach Joseph and Coach Kitz all the way from Canada. And tomorrow, we have Health and Freedom. Guys, take note of this. From Wednesday until Thursday, we have Health and Freedom. Tomorrow, our speakers are Coach Michi Lantajo, one of our gold directors, and of course, our very own 4-star Executive Diamond Director, Mentor Nat Sunyo. I hope that you will really take time to invite your clients today so that they could plug in tomorrow. And on Thursday, we have Coach Cheps Villagracia, one of our Executive Gold Director. And on Thursday, the one who will be closing the event will be our very own $1 Million Club member, Mentor John Baez. All right? And on Friday, all of these events will be at 10 a.m. All right, tomorrow and on Thursday. And then on Friday, we have our very lovely Dr. Rio Santiago, who will be teaching us about our products. And lastly, on Saturday, we will have new distributors orientation. This will be at 4 p.m. again with our very own mentor Nat Sunyo. So I hope you have all of these activities plot in your schedules. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in our 2-hour training this Tuesday morning. And of course, we want to hear from you. All right. So that we could make this online trainings get improved. So Miss Beth will be sending that link so that you would be able to send your assessment or your feedbacks. Tell us what you like about most in this Zoom training. All right. Again, thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you would have a very productive day today and for the rest of the week. All right. Goodbye.